Where do you reckon they'll take us?
Somewhere smart, dancing and a floor show. Russell knows how to give a girl a good time.
Here, what's his mate like?
Brian, well, he's, hang on a tick and you can see for yourself. B, you will remember. Not a word out of place?
Now, don't worry. Let him in.
Miss Richardson. Miss Valerie Richardson.
Yes?
Detective Carter, Consorting Squad.
Consorting Squad? Consorting Squad?
Oh, just a routine inquiry.
How routine?
Well, you've nothing to hide, have you?
No, nothing.
And no one?
No one.
Well, the one we're after would take some hiding. Great hefty piece with ginger hair. Mrs. B. Smith. I believe you know.
I used to know.
That was Wentworth Detention Centre.
Yes?
Well, we're running a routine check on all her old mates. I don't wish to hassle you, but it's got to be done. Wouldn't it look better if I stopped decorating your doorstep?
Come in.
And when did you last see the lady?
When she was last released?
You live here alone?
Yes. I like my privacy. I don't like people just dropping in. Especially when they've got notebooks and big feet.
Oh, this won't take long. Tell me, how well did you actually know B. Smith?
We shared a cell. It wasn't through choice.
I heard you were close.
If I never saw her again, it'd be all right with me.
That's a good chance she could come here.
Why? She wouldn't even know my address.
No, well, that's my job to ask. If she shows, I want you to ring me at this number. Not the next day or the day after, but the moment you set eyes on her. She's one friend you can't afford to have, Miss Richardson. Well, thanks for your cooperation.
I'm always cooperative. In Minster, I kept my nose clean.
Yes, it's in your record.
Don't they ever file and forget?
This is just a formality. You're not in any trouble, so keep it.
You took your time. What were you doing? Telling his fortune?
No, he was telling mine. Great hefty piece with ginger hair was going to get me into trouble.
Your trouble's going to come from the kid next door.
Young Yvonne?
Yeah, I caught her snooping over the fence.
Well, she didn't see you.
Oh, didn't she?
What were you doing out there in full view?
Well, I didn't have time to dig myself a bloody big burrow, did I?
Well, at least the cop's gone.
Has he?
Well, what's holding him up?
The kid.
Oh, God, that's it!
Yeah, I should have shut her up.
How?
Had a word with her.
Yeah, I know your words.
She's looking towards the house, so
Will
see.
you get out of here? Will you get the hell out of here? Look, look, look.
There you go.
Jeez, I need a drink.
Well, you nearly got rid of me there for a minute.
Look, Bay, I meant what I said to that copper. It's only trouble for me having you here.
Stop your belly aching. Give us a drink.
There.
Well, here's to a hot time in the old town tonight.
You still want to go out?
Oh, yeah, why not?
Look.
Oh, nerves of tapioca. Here, get this into you. What are these, blokes like we're going out with tonight?
Well, Russell's a sales rep.
Is he mine?
No, he's not. He's mine. Brian's yours.
Yeah, I hope this Brian's a big bloke.
He's built like a ruckman.
Oh. Con the demons.
Don't get carried away. He hasn't got much on top.
That's not where I need it.
He is smart enough to read a newspaper. He'll know who B. Smith is.
All right, well, change my name. Call me Alice or Melva or Norell.
Well, how about Louise? I had a friend at school called Louise.
Okay, Louise. Con the demons.
You all left me for dead. Wake up to yourself, Dor. You were mad to think you could take on money. Yeah, well, at least I had a go. Yeah, we could all have a go at Muhammad Ali, but it wouldn't do us much good, now would it? I only need a bit of help. B never needed any help. Let's face it, Dor, you're not forming material.
Well, who is then?
Money, to name a few. I'm going to get back on side, and I reckon you should do the same.
She can rot first.
Oh, all right then, but you've got problems.
Well, maybe B will be back. That'd fix Money.
I wouldn't hold me breath. Anyway, I'm going to get with the strength. Hey, Mon, how you keeping? I was just saying to Doreen, who I've known Mon a long time. Ever since that day when they brought her in the first time. That goes back a long way. I reckon we're due for the long service medal, eh, Mon? Oh, but times are different now. Not like they used to be. Do you remember the old governor? Swallow anything she would, just like an infant child. Old Dolly Ripon. Repton, that's right. You remember that day we made the brew and she went around saying, "What's that smell?" Didn't have a clue, even when some of the girls were that sozzled. Yeah, they were good old times.
Hey, can you remember how you made it?
Oh, yeah, I could make it again with a bag over me head.
Hey, we could have a go at it.
Liven up the place a bit.
What are you on?
I'll be in it.
Right. Now, you get the makings, because you know your way around the kitchen.
Well, we've got to have a couple of buckets.
Oh, I can get those.
Hey, Val. How about some more coffee?
Oh, it's coming. Here you are.
Oh, I'd give my head to the salvos if they come and cart it away.
Oh, drinks like a fish. You drank like a Marco shark.
Oh, how about that Brian, eh?
Yeah. I noticed you were the life of the party.
Yeah, calm the demons.
B, there's just one thing bothered me.
Ooh, nothing bothers me.
Yeah, well, I noticed that. You and Brian were getting pretty confidential. How much did you tell him?
I don't know.
Oh, great.
Oh, don't worry. He was as pissed as I was. He won't remember. You know, there's only one thing wrong with last night. They left too early.
3:30?
Yeah. Maybe they'll stay all night tonight.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I think it's a terrific idea. You forget how long I was locked up.
Yeah, well, it won't be long before you're locked up again, and me along with you.
Oh.
B, you're going to give yourself away. If Brian doesn't get the message, Russell will. He's not stupid. He noticed you didn't answer to Louise. He called you Louise several times, and do you know what you said? Who?
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep away from the grog tonight.
Well, it's a bit late for that. And what about that kid next door?
Oh, look, if she hadn't dobbed me into the cops, that would have been round here by now. You worry too much.
Yeah, well, I've got plenty to worry about. I'm going straight and I'm doing pretty well. They'll put me back inside again. Don't you give a damn?
Nope.
Thanks.
Oh, come on, don't get shirty. Look, we'll stick to our story. My name's Louise. I'm an old friend who's come... Jesus.
Hi. Just thought I'd say hello to the new neighbour.
Well, what new neighbour, dear?
The fat one. Oops, sorry. Didn't know she was behind the door. Hello, I'm Yvonne. You can call me Bonnie.
This is Louise, Yvonne.
We've met. I saw her hiding from that detective yesterday. What were you hiding for?
None of your business.
All right, then you tell me what you've done and I'll tell you if I mind it.
I haven't done anything. Look, you got it all wrong. The cop was an old friend of mine. I just didn't want to see him, that's all.
So you went and hid behind the bushes.
Yes, I did.
Why didn't you just tell him to piss off?
Because I don't use language like that. And you shouldn't either.
Okay. See you then.
Oh, that's a funny kid.
She's on to you.
Oh, she's not. Cops would be round here by now, she was.
Not necessarily. She's a funny kid.
In what way?
Oh, she's always hanging around watching what you do. Spends hours by herself.
Well, what about her parents?
Oh, they don't see much of her. They're on shift work and leave her to get her own meals and look after herself as best she can. I guess she's just a bit lonely.
Oh, you can make better arrangements than that.
Well, they're trying to pay off the house and send her to a posh school. They're only doing it for her.
Yeah, but her mother's not there when she needs her. Her mother should be there.
Good, you're always sitting around waiting for bloody bells.
Are you there, Mann?
Move it.
I got the stuff from the kitchen.
Oh, beauty.
All I could lay my hands on.
Meaning?
There isn't any yeast.
Of course they've got to have yeast.
Well, I don't know where they keep it. I searched the place from daybreak to breakfast time. I'm sorry, Mann.
Well, look at you. All dressed up.
What do you want, Monty?
Bit of a change from the Wentworth blues, isn't it?
Listen, just tell me.
Oh, nothing much. Nothing to be strained to carry.
If I get caught with grog or cigarettes, I've had it.
Now, who said anything about grog or cigarettes? I don't want to get you in trouble. I mean, if you blow your work release, what chance have the rest of us got?
Listen, you don't want grog, you don't want cigarettes. What do you want?
Yeast.
Yeast.
Yeah, so we can have a go at making some decent bread. I mean, it's all right for you. You get the real thing outside. Look at the muck we've got to put up with in here.
All right, if that's all you want it for.
Now, what else?
Okay, but not if Vera's on duty. I'll risk it with any of the others, but not her.
She's off sick, so you're home and hosed.
I've heard that before.
And as executors, administrators and dependents expressly renounce all...
Steve, darling.
Marianne. How was London?
Full of colours, darling. Absolutely no place for a white woman.
You know something? The Race Relations Board is going to come and get you.
Race Relations Board? Well, what's that, some kind of totalisator?
Well, you know it isn't. Well, you do look well.
Well, oh, is that all?
All right, how does fabulous sound?
That's more like the old Steve. My old Steve. Well, now we've established I'm as lovely as ever, what's all this about Clara? What's the poor woman been doing?
Well, she was doing extremely well, until they brought the external auditors in.
Oh, it's true she's in prison. Well, then, I'll have to go and see her.
I don't see why you should bother. Nobody else has.
Well, I can't think why. They're absolutely itching for news. And nothing else is ever talked about on the committees.
No.
Steve, darling, you could arrange a little visit, couldn't you?
You were on her committees, eh?
One or two.
Well, I wonder. You know, she had a rather exciting project on the drawing board. Would you be interested?
Tell me.
It was a halfway house for women who were newly released from prison. A lot of them go straight back in because they've got nowhere else to go.
How much?
Well, could end up costing a considerable sum.
Not impossible.
All right. How would you like to go and see what these women are really like?
Super. You could arrange a little tour on my way to see Clara. Okay.
Ah, Karen. Sit down. Don't worry, it's good news. You have received approval from the department to attend university on day release.
That's terrific.
It's not freedom, but it's the next best thing.
I know.
At least you'll get away for a few hours each day. Now, this is both a privilege and a very great responsibility. I hope you realize that.
I think she does, Mrs. Davidson.
I think she does too.
Oh, thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank Jean Vernon. She did all the pushing and shoving. I'll arrange an appointment for you, and she can fix up all the details. That's all.
Karen? Thank you.
Hello, Karen.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Steve, guess what? I can't believe it. They're going to let me go to uni.
Well, that's marvelous news. I'm really pleased.
Fantastic.
Oh, I'd like you to meet Marianne de Vera, Mrs. Karen Travers, and Meg Jackson.
Hello. Hello. Are you a local resident? A what? A prisoner? You're the first one I've ever met. You're right. They're just like other people.
You wish to see Mrs. Davidson?
Yes, thank you.
She's free now.
Thank you.
Come on, chin up. You're going to uni.
We have met, but you won't remember. Marianne de Vera. Oh, yes, of course. Please sit down.
Mrs. Davidson, how's Clara Goddard managing?
Yes, how's Clara?
Did you want to see her?
I'm sure she'd be very pleased to see me.
Yes, Marianne is considering taking over Clara's halfway house project.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She believes that there's a great need for these women who leave prison, a place that they can readjust and learn to survive in the outside world without turning to crime once again.
I couldn't agree more.
Do you get many of them back?
Too many. Some of them actually want to come back. Their friends are here, and at least they're clothed and fed. Outside, there's literally nothing for them.
Well, perhaps we could change that.
Who would run this way station? Who would actually cope with the day-to-day management?
They would. I know you'd get your weak reads, but some of them would be quite capable of managing it themselves.
Some of them are capable of running the army. There would be problems.
My dear, there are always problems. But I've never heard of them stopping Erica Davidson.
Thank you.
If I raised enough for a lease on a nice big house and some more to keep it viable, we could do something really beautiful for these poor women.
It would take money. It's a pity goodwill isn't enough, isn't it? I do appreciate what you are trying to do, Mrs. de Vere. Perhaps you would like to meet some of these people you're going to help. Let me show you around the prison.
Super. I was rather hoping for that.
What are you doing? Short shooting your own bed.
Shh.
What's that? Secret ingredients. For what? Swamp water? Shh, pipe down, can't you? You're supposed to be in the laundry. I'm waiting for money. Oh, money. Look, you're old, but you're not smart. Well, look, don't get me mixed up in anything you're gonna do.
Here, I've got the bucket. You better stick him in your cupboard.
Not in my cupboard.
But you're making the stuff, aren't you?
Oh, fair go, not in here.
Well, you've got to. The two that I'm in with might lag.
And what do you think Doreen will do?
Doreen will do as she's told. Now, come on.
This is the laundry. All the linen, uniforms, and blankets are processed here.
But don't let me stop you. Do go on.
The work is allotted according to capacity, of course. Some of the girls do better in the workshop, others in the garden.
Or the library?
Yes, we do have a library.
But I don't suppose that many of them can read.
Only 4-letter words.
One of the girls is already out on work release, and soon we will have one on study release. Karen?
Yes, Mrs. Davidson.
Oh, don't bother. I've met little Karen. But I really would like to see Clara.
Oh, Meg, would you take Mrs. de Vere to the interview room and fetch Clara? Karen, would you go to the other interview room, please?
I asked to see you.
Why?
I wanted to apologize for Marianne.
Not very big on tact, is she?
Well, I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. You're not responsible for her actions.
I do feel responsible for you.
Why? You're not my solicitor anymore. The case is over.
You were always more than a case to me, Karen. Will I explain, Marianne? Well, it's just that she's extremely efficient when it comes to raising money. So I got her involved in a halfway house project, which is a sort of refuge for women who leave jail. I rather thought that after your release, you might like to work there.
What's that woman?
She'll only raise the money.
Oh, Steve, you know that wouldn't be the case. Anyway, I've got my studies to think about. And thanks for the offer.
It's really marvelous news you're going to university. How are you going to get there?
By tram, probably.
Perhaps you might let me drive you sometime.
Oh. Okay. Yes, if you like. Thanks.
Anything else?
Yeah, I could do with some Chinese food. How about some sweet and sour prawns?
As well?
Oh, don't be mingy.
I'll bring what I can carry, Bee, and that's all.
Hi, door's open.
What are you doing here?
Nothing, B.
My name's Louise.
She just called you B. Besides, I remember your picture in the paper. You're wanted.
Well, you know what they say. It's nice to be wanted.
I forgot what you did.
None of your business.
I won't tell the cops. Come on. What were you in for?
Murder.
Self-defence.
They let you off at self-defence.
Bet you had a good reason.
The best.
Well?
Well, there was this bloke, you see, and I married him, and we had a kid about your age. And when I was in the first time, he shoved her out in the street.
Why were you in the first time?
Oh, curiosity killed the cat, miss.
Gee, you've been in twice.
Well, there are no prizes for it.
What happened to your kid?
No one gave a damn. She had no one to look after her. The pushers got her and she died.
I'm glad you killed him. He deserved it.
Yeah, well, the judge didn't quite share your opinion.
I'll help you get out of the country.
Oh, yeah? How?
We could hijack a plane. People do it all the time.
People get shot doing it all the time.
Well, what about Darwin? We could go up to Darwin and start a new life. I'll say my mum.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we just join the Foreign Legion?
I was only trying to help.
Yeah, well, don't you go getting mixed up in it.
I want to.
Your mother and father would have a fit.
Oh, they wouldn't care. They don't care what I do.
Well, it's not what I heard. I heard they're out busting a gut trying to give you a nice home and a good school.
All I ever get is, hello, Von. Done your homework, Von? Good night, Von.
Yeah, well, they'd be tired, wouldn't they, when they got home? You were too young to know what tired is. Tired is when your guts hang down to your knees and your head rolls off your shoulder and you're just too damn beat to say to your kid, "Hi, how's my girl? What sort of day did you have? Do I score a cuddle?"
Bet you found time to say it to your kid.
I wish I had.
What's that you're reading?
Mind your own business.
Karen, what am I going to do?
What's the matter?
Oh, it's Lizzie. She's gone and done it now. She's brewing up grog in the cell.
Your cell?
Yeah, and it's me that's going to get lumbered with it if she gets caught, aren't I? Not Monty Ferguson.
What's she got to do with it?
She put her up to it. And you can bet she'll get off scot-free.
Evening.
That's what I like to see. Punctuality.
Oh, what did Miss Stars say?
What are you?
Libran?
A relative or close associate is bringing pressure to bear on you. Resist them. You could be forced into a wrong decision. There you are. Watch your step. Good evening, Miss Bennett.
Just what I'd expect of you, Warner. Pick that mess up. Come on, I haven't got all night. Give me that bag.
Is that it?
Don't be impertinent. Now get inside.
Give me 3.
Took longer last time, didn't it?
Well, it can't take too long because the screws will sniff the pong. Anyway, how are we going to get the yeast?
3 aces and a pair. How does that grab you?
But what about the yeast?
Just walk through the door.
Listen, no one told me Vera would be back.
Oh, she didn't get
No,
the
I shoved it in a wheelbarrow in the drive under some garden rubbish.
That's no place to leave yeast. What if it rains?
Well, you'll have a wheelbarrow that'll rise overnight, won't you?
Oh, clever.
You've got to get it.
How? We can't get out of here till morning.
Let me think.
Won't you join me, dear? Did you have a good day?
Lovely.
Well, my day wasn't altogether lost either.
I had a visitor.
Oh, someone nice?
Well, I usedn't to think so, but it's amazing how wrong you can be. She was very concerned. She was full of questions.
That makes a change. Usually they don't know what to say.
Well, Marianne wanted to know all about the food and the work and the other girls.
Yeah, you should have seen her big noting herself in the laundry, full of crap.
Well, at least she came to visit me. I appreciated that.
Yeah, she just wanted to get some first-hand information. Hot from the press on poor old Clearer and the can. She won't get off the telephone for weeks now.
Oh, Lizzie! Oh! What's wrong?
Oh, my heart!
Hey, Doreen, get one of the screws. She's having a turn.
Oh, take it quietly, Lizzie.
What is it?
Oh, my heart, it hurts.
Where are your tablets?
Oh, they're all gone.
Get Dr. Miller.
He's gone home.
Oh, I'll be all right. Just give me some fresh air.
Come on, everybody, move back. Give us some air.
Oh, fresh air, I said. Take me into the garden.
I hope you're not conning me, Lizzie. All right, come on.
Oh. Oh. Just let me breathe. Oh, that's better. That's beauty.
Well, how are you feeling now?
Weak, Mrs. Jackson. Weak as a sunburned snowflake.
Come on, Lizzie, you're tougher than that.
Oh.
We better find you somewhere to sit. Oh. All right now?
I've had a good innings. I can't say anything different.
You looking for something, Lizzie?
Oh, new mown grass. Isn't it lovely? Reminds me of the old days. Mum and Dad and me. We used to sit out on the back lawn. And Dad used to say,
Look, Lizzie, the Southern Cross. There it is, just coming out. The Southern Cross.
Oh, it wouldn't be out yet, Lizzie. It's far too late.
Maybe it isn't. Oh, my old eyes are not what they used to be.
I think we'd better get you inside. You don't want to catch a chill.
Okay, I feel better now. You're 1 in a million, Mrs. Jackson. I think I'll just go inside and have a little lie down.
Well, you're not worrying, are you? Lizzie could be dying out there.
They will get a doctor, won't they?
If she were really bad.
But she looked dreadful.
Wouldn't be the first time Lizzie's cried wolf.
Oh, here she is.
You all right, Lizzie?
Yes, thanks. I just need a drop of fresh air. And I got it.
Oh, I thought you were a real crook, Lizzie.
What, me?
You were a crook.
Oh, yes. I think I'd better go and have a little bit of a rest.
How's it going?
Tonight?
Hey, that's a bit quick, isn't it?
Who's robbing this coach?
Ferguson, Birdsworth. No dawdling.
Morning, Vera. Any problems?
No, it was quite enough.
How's Lizzie?
All right, why?
Remarkable health, our Lizzie. Not remarkably good, just remarkable.
Oh, Meg, I was wondering if you weren't doing anything better, perhaps we could have a drink. If you'd like to.
Well, sure.
Well, tonight's my last night on night duty. What about Friday?
Okay, Friday.
Hey, I've got to see me sister.
You're Cole Bourke, aren't you? Well, look, you're only allowed one visit a week and not at this hour.
Oh, it's the only time I got to see. Please, miss. I've got to go back to work.
Will I give her a message?
No, I've got to see Noeline. Dad's in jail. And Mum's sick with the baby. I told the kids I'd see her.
Hey, have you seen a social worker?
No. Noeline will know what to do. Only take a minute.
All right, then. Wait in the garden. And 5 minutes is your limit.
Hey, 19, 20, 21, 22. What do you want?
Here, you're going to shout me a drink.
You'd better get your ears repaired.
You and Lizzie got plenty.
Not for you, we haven't.
It's either share it with me or share it with the screws. They're a bit greedy, the screws. You're liable not to finish up with any.
You sneaky bitch!
You hit me and you'll end up in the pound. Not a drop of grog to keep you company. Your choice.
You blackmailing slag.
You've got 2 buckets, right? I'll take one. When's it ready?
Lizzie says tonight.
Well, we got an appointment then, haven't we?
Ah, there you are, Bourke. Your brother's waiting for you in the garden. I gave him 5 minutes and no more.
Mum's no use, she's packed up. And they're coming to get the fridge on Friday.
Oh, big deal. No fridge.
No house neither.
Didn't you pay the rent?
Well, Dad said he'd bring it back from Queensland. What are we going to do, Noel?
Jeez, between the 8 of yous, can't you think of something?
Well, you've always fixed up things before. Well, you or Dad.
Yeah, well, now I'm in the clink and so's the old man. That makes you the head of the family.
Well, the screws here said to see a social worker, Noel.
Oh, you don't. We don't want no bloody handouts.
We're skint, Noel.
Tell you what. You remember them Woods that Mum used to work for? You know, that stuck-up family, the Woodses.
Oh, yeah.
They got stuff make your eyes fall out. Cameras, jewellery, watches. Stuff you get a good price for, no questions asked.
Who, me?
In the back window, look around, out the front door with $1,000 worth.
Me?
God, I don't mean Mick Jagger.
I don't know.
Oh, all right, you think of something.
OK, I'll give it a go.
Right. Only don't take your rifle. Catch you with a gun, they throw away the key.
Yeah, well, they got to catch me first, Noel.
Don't take your gun, dingbat.
All right, time's up.
Remember what I told you, Col?
Yeah, well, don't I score a cup of coffee then?
You've scored enough. Gus will try and get him out of here quiet.
Mother kept the body house.
There you go, Brian. Come on. Okay, out I go. Tippy. See you tonight, gorgeous. Come on. See you.
Oh, what about that Brian? Has he ever won for the books?
He's nothing but trouble if you ask me.
Oh. Hi. I'm off to school.
Here. You had your brekker? Make some coffee, Val. How about some scrambled eggs?
Don't mind me, I just live here.
Who was the funny man doing the dance? Was he yours or Val's?
Well, he wasn't mine.
Thought he was yours. Bet he was fun.
A regular barrel of monkeys. Yeah, you got this place staked out or something?
It's all happening here, isn't it?
Yeah, well, what's happening here is none of your business.
I've got a boyfriend too. But he hasn't stayed the night.
Well, I hope not.
He says I'm sexy. So I'll still have it when I'm 82.
Why not? Bea has. Oh, thanks a packet.
I'll be able to visit you on the weekend. Dad and Mum are going away.
Aren't you going with them?
No.
You can't stay there on your own. Well, haven't you got a married sister?
I can look after myself. I'm not a baby.
Careful, it's the last we've got. You don't want to spill any. Oh, beauty. Right, anything left in the other bucket?
No.
You better get these buckets back to Lizzie's room before they're missed. Well, go on, Frida. We'll keep your share for you. You know, sometimes I reckon she's really simple, that one.
Are you sure that stuff's fit to drink?
It better be. We've sold it to almost all the women in the prison. Except Noeline and Lizzie, of course. If no one's dead before tonight, we'll have a go at it.
How many of these are mine?
Who said you were getting any? There. Don't forget to give half to Frida.
Yeah, right, Mon.
Righto, let's get back to work. Oh, geez, I can hardly wait to see Noeline and Lizzie's faces tonight.
It's a lovely drop, I tell you. I've come good this time. I can just taste it. Oh, boy, tonight's the night, and it's gonna be on for young and old.
What is in this concoction, Lizzie?
A little bit of this and a little bit of that, and some yeast.
Yeast? The yeast I was nearly caught with.
We couldn't get any.
Don't ever ask me to do anything for you again, you or Monica. I thought they wanted it for bread.
Well, you was picked before you was ripe, weren't you?
Oh, never mind, dear. What's the harm? We could all do with a little bit of cheering up in here.
Yeah, and tonight's gonna be the night, and I'm shouting.
Yeah, well, you can keep it, because I got more respect for me health.
Yeah, and you ought to have a bit more respect for yours, being so free with my property.
What do you mean, your property?
One of those buckets is mine.
Ha! Go and tell your mother she wants you.
Ask her.
Hey, Monty, clue this cow up, will you, and tell her that that's our grog?
Oh, but you might as well have some.
What?
Oh, well, you know, it might be lousy.
Are you crawling to her too?
Now, look, Lizzie, it's as the salvos say. 'Tis more blessed to give than to receive. Have as much as you want, Noeline.
You're gonna give that galah as much as she wants?
Hang on, leave a bit for Lizzie.
Oh, I'll make sure she leaves a bit for me.
OK, where'd she hide it? It's got to be in that cupboard.
No!
Yeah. This one's empty. That's yours.
Empty? What do you mean, empty?
Let go, you silly old bitch!
Get your hands off! Empty.
Greedy bitch.
Oh, she took me grog.
She sold it. She sold the bloody lot.
Oh.
I'll fix her. Oh, she's had her last laugh on me.
It was a lovely drop, too.
I'll rag on her. I'll tell the screws.
Yeah? And what are you going to use for proof?
What are those buckets doing in here? Take them to the laundry. And you? Get back to your cell.
Here's the crime.
What's that revolting smell?
I think it smells a bit like eau de Noeline.
Well, that's enough of that. Now get to your cells.
Do you know they reckon Noeline's the smart one of the family?
If I don't put my head down, it won't fall off.
Come on, everybody out into the shower block.
Oh, God.
You haven't made your bed yet, Ferguson. Now move it.
Geez, does she have to be so bloody loud? Oh, bloody hell.
Where'd you put my grog?
Go on! Where'd you put it? All I got left's 2 empty buckets.
Keep it down.
Drank the whole bloody lot yourself, didn't you? Noeline said you sold it.
Yeah.
I hope you rot in hell.
Look, I saved your life. That stuff was bloody diabolical.
Yeah. And what did I get out of it? Nothing.
Just shut up, please. Oh, look here. Oh, beauty.
You flogged that booze, didn't you?
I might have.
Told you she did. You're going to see me sweet, here and now.
I'll see you in the dryer like Yatesy, so nick off.
And what are you going to do about it? It was your booze.
Like they say, easy come, easy go.
Oh, I won't forget you neither.
Thick as a fog, the old Noeline. They say it runs in the family. You ever seen her brother, Cole? Got no more brains than a frog has feathers.
You're Cole Bourke. I've seen you before.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
But I know you.
Yeah, and now you can tell.
Oh, I won't tell anyone, I swear it.
But you've seen me now.
Won't tell anyone. Look, Cole, why don't you be a good boy and just pick up those things and go away quietly and no one will ever know.
No. You'll tell.
I won't tell anyone, not even my husband.
It's the cops. You told.
How could I?
You got the cops.
You only just came through the door. I didn't know you were here before that. How could I have told anybody?
You think I'm stupid, don't you?
Parked across the driveway. And the wrong side of the road.
The tread's none too good.
What's he got aboard?
Just some poor sod battling for a quid.
Leave it.
Nothing in it for us?
Bloody cops. They never leave a bloke alone.
What are they doing?
They're going back to the cop car. They're going to radio in.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside the roses grow, they don't mind the stony ground, but the roses here are prisoners too